Damn.
MC, make another hit.
Whoa. This ain't what you want. Project. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go here in the inner harbor. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
We've been on it like I'm picking a pride. Hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can get it right through the.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
What? Man! Cut!
And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
1. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard.
field.
Tar Heat still there for the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
180! Sit up! 180! Pass it up! Wait up!
Now Jackson on the move. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A 7-yard loss.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down.
180! Get up! 180! Cut!
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
180! Get up!
They'll turn and hand this one off. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the Browns 15.
Second down, they need 7.
180! Get up!
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. That is caught at the 3. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready, shot! Sit out! 180! Get up!
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Ravens 7. Browns 7.
After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Let's go now.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Browns first down.
And the Browns first down.
Now, faking the give. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They've got it 3rd and 9 to begin. In motion, Reed. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
3rd down and 3. Here's Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Yeah. 13.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. That one caught as Matthews golden.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now again, on the ground, and he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Jackson flush to his right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Dayton Reed was the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd down, 3 to go. Drop to throw. That's complete. Left side, Pickens. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
That last completion is going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Back to the air one more time. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down. An 8-yard
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. It's second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. In motion, Reed. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And the Browns are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. And the offense would take one here, timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll take it on in. George Cleveland. It's his third touchdown catch this year. So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. The kick is good. And the Browns will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Third quarter begins with a run. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
It is 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Don't score. 6 the Eagles. 6.
They'll throw out of the gun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The Browns getting their punting team out there as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Hey! Alpha, sit up!
And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Marlon Humphrey is there to bring him down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, Baltimore.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. Takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
16-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point,
and he's got another one. Touchdown, Baltimore. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline caught. They ruled incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Start. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Reload. Reload.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock ahead.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On play action, here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Third and long. Play action now. Jackson. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Ravens. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Makes the score. Ravens 28. Browns 14.
After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. With the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Ready, break! Here we go, here he goes! Ready?
Back to the air once more on second down. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Drive will start on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here's a toss, right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It is 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Moving left. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing Jackson. He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Now a give up the middle, and he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance. This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Makes the score. Ravens 35, Browns 14. To kick off for Baltimore.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
Oh, a loose football. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.